I mean, it's your motherfucking boy KSHOTEM and all that. Decided to come through to make this little video for y'all for today. Like I said in my last video, I was gonna whip up a sniper video, you know what I mean, because I was gonna pick the sniper class next. So here it is, you know what I'm talking about. First time using Phantom, playing Rogue Company. I was getting a little shifty with that thing, so I just figured, you know what I mean, I'll drop some gameplay. As you know, got videos coming back to back and all that. I actually got another one I'm gonna be dropping of the shotgun class glitch, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that, you know what I mean. But yeah, man, this is just a little video where I was getting shifty with that sniper, I was dropping them boys back to back like a fucking NyQuil, you hear me? Look at that shit. Them boys was eating that NyQuil up. You see that thing right there? Right off the rip too, you know what I mean? And yeah, you gonna really see how I use that sniper, man. And by the way, just so y'all know, man, I go down a couple little times in here, you know what I mean? Because when you're using that sniper and you're actually using it the right way, with your team and all that, you feel me? You gonna get dropped here or there. Because, you ain't just holding back outside of the team premises, right? Like, a lot of people with the sniper, they just hold the fuck back in weird areas. Like, they don't ever be with their team. And anybody knows anything about a sniper, you shoot somebody, it does pretty good damage, right? So that damage is left for another person. If I don't get to him, the teammate gonna melt him, you know what I mean? So that's why it's good to snipe around your teammates, because that's the whole point in the sniper class is you helping the team and spotting people, directing people, and then them headshot takers, you feel me, the headshot goddess, you feel me, and all that, you feel me. Stop playing. But yeah, man, if you ain't really like working with your team and all that, you feel me, you ain't doing nothing right, you feel me. So with me, you gonna see me in the mix, like old boy was running up, you feel me, so he had to get dusted, you know what I'm talking about. Stop playing. That's what we do on this side, you know what I'm talking about. Like, we dust them boys if they run up, you know what I'm talking about. But a lot of people, like I said with the sniper, they like to hold back, they like to be away from their team, and you ain't never gonna do it the right way like that. You actually gonna be feeding the enemies kills, you know what I mean, like nothing, you know what I mean. Because if you ain't getting kills, if you don't get a couple kills before you go down with the sniper, you basically just feeding the other team kills, you know what I'm talking about. And there ain't nothing you could do at that point in time, you know what I mean. You ain't gonna help your team, and you ain't gonna do shit. Look, I creeped up on these boys because I seen where my team was, so I was like, you know what, let me hit these boys from a different angle. As a sniper, you know what I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. And I mean, I'm technically still around my teammates, you know what I mean. It may look like I'm like far away from them, but like I'm in the premises, you feel me. Like, I'm just doing my part. And you see, when you have like, say, majority of the team over there and you over here getting shifty, you distracting the other team essentially, because now they don't know what's going on, you know what I mean. So while you moving around, hitting the corners, hitting the sideburns, your other team, the other part of your team, is pushing in and closing the gaps. See, like right here, I'm on the opposite side of my team, but I'm in battle, so they're gonna come from the other side and do their thing. So that's how you play as a sniper, you feel me. If you didn't know, you feel me. And I'm just giving a little key points out here, you know what I mean, for anybody that watching my video. You want to use a sniper, or you want to get into the game, this and that and the third. As you see, Keisha, I'm at the top of the list being a sniper. And as a sniper in this game specifically, you ain't supposed to be at the top of the list. The motherfuckers with the SMGs, the ARs and all that, like shotguns, they supposed to be at the top. Because to get a lot of kills with a sniper in this game, you got to get shifty, you know what I mean. You got to be precise. And as everybody know, you know what I mean, I don't use aim assist and all that. So like, when you see me getting these kills, you feel me, like I really be getting shifty out here, stop playing. But yeah, man, like this gameplay was actually like the first time I was using the sniper class officially. You know what I mean? Like all the other times, I just picked up the sniper. But I had mentioned in my last video that I wanted to unlock the sniper class next. Which, by the way, like I be using that shotgun class glitch. Man, I be getting shifty with him. But I only use him when the game lets me, cause sometimes this game be glitching out and it lets you pick like any fucking character, so sometimes when that shit happens, I just pick glitch. And I was gonna pick glitch, but I made that video and I said I was gonna use it, do the sniper thing. So I wanted to make sure I make some content with the sniper, you feel me, to live up to my word. But next I'm for sure probably getting that glitch, or there's this other character that does like a boost, kind of like sprint type thing, you know what I mean? Like that's just pretty sick, you feel me? That character, I could see myself getting shifty with that motherfucker, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, this was a cool little match right here. I was actually playing with one of the homies that invited me from the game, and through the past couple of days, I mic'd up. I haven't been micing up, but I mic'd up and met actually a couple cool people on there that ain't too bad and shit like that. So, probably gonna end up playing with the little squad here or there. You know what I mean? And once I start doing that, the gameplay will essentially get a little better because when you play with a team, obviously you gonna be playing better, you know what I mean? Like everybody know that. Like you play by yourself, you gonna get shifty, but you can't get into it the same way, especially on this game or damn near any game, if you don't got the right squad with you. Like even Valorant, like ain't no way in hell you gonna play that game if you don't got some people that you actually fuck with, because it's just too tactical, you know what I mean? Even this game's tactical, it's just not as competitive because of the community, but it could get annoying too. So if you have the right people in your squad, then it flows right. That's why this match, it was flowing good. You know what I mean? Because people was locked in, more or less. And you don't get those matches all the time on this game. A lot of times you get people looking in the air, shooting at birds and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? I had even tell a dude the other day, like, boy, get up out of here, dog. Like, you ain't even doing nothing. Like, you just standing there, like, you clearly ain't playing the game. So, and he left, you feel me, out of respect, you feel me? It is what it is. But shit, man, you see how I'm on the inside of shit with my team as if I have, like, a fucking AR or some shit, some machine gun. Nah, homie, like, I got the sniper, you know what I'm talking about? It's just, with me, I play a little different than other people, like I'm not going to use a Gatling gun. I'm not going to put down a Claymore and all that goofy shit. Like, and when it really comes down to it, it's like you as a person, you know what I mean? Like if you want into that whole shit, then you're going to pick the characters that have the most weakest shit about them. And what I mean by weakest shit, if they overpowered as hell, or say they go invisible, they got this big old shield or big old Gatling gun, like a chain gun, that shit's super weak. And what I noticed too, a lot of people, when you start putting that work on them, they result to like throwing weapons, I mean, like throwing knife, throwing axe, swords and shit like that. And somehow they really good with them shits, you know what I mean? But me personally, like in my thinking process, it doesn't come to my head. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, say in this situation, it doesn't come to my head to throw some shit at him. You know what I mean? Like, now to like throw grenades and all that, like that's regular shit. You know what I mean? Like, but I just get annoyed when people use like, I forgot what character is, Trench, and they just be dropping claymores like a mug. Like the barbed wire shit they throw on the ground that you get caught up in, that's not too bad, but the claymores, it's like, come on, brother. Like, we already on a small map, mid-map. Like, we don't need no claymores and chain guns and invisibility people. If this game would just keep it like, more balanced for the gunplay and gameplay of the characters, shit, it'll probably bring in a whole lot different, atmosphere. Because let's face it, some of these characters, they're okay with being in the game. It's just some things about them, aren't really like, they don't really flow and make sense with the map and all that. You feel me? just like the sniper, you know, like I said, like if you can snipe on this game, like you pretty decent, you know what I mean? Because it's a small map, you know, so to move around and all that, even if you were just playing the outside of the map, like you're gonna get some kills, but motherfuckers gonna get you because it's still close by at the end of the day. Like damn near every corner of the map is almost the same distance from each other because it's just like a rectangle almost. See, the maps, they're not squared or circled. Most of them are just like rectangle. And you know, it's funny because I actually make maps like that too. Like, you know, if you go on Fortnite, creator code KSHOTEM, you could see my maps that I made on there. And they're actually kind of similar to this because I like to do stuff on an old school standpoint. And that's kind of like what this game is, more or less. That's why it's not Battle Royale and all those things, right? Because they kind of have old school factors to it. Like, you know, it's either capture the flag, plant the bomb, whatever, right? Or hold the point, I mean. And, you know, just get kills, work as a team to win the match. I mean, you know, with no abilities other than slight abilities, like very minimal abilities. And the abilities ain't even bad, it's just the gadgets, you know, and some of the characters with their little invisibility and all that. And like I said, if somebody actually knew how to use that invisibility shit, that would be annoying times 30, you know what I mean? But most people in this game, they ain't shifty like that. Like they be like invisible, like right by you, and you could hear them, right? And then I turn around and then they just appear and then I just kill them. And I just think to myself, like, how the fuck, like, did I kill your dumbass, but you was the one invisible? You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, there's a lot of, like, shit like that to go on the game, you feel me? That it's a personality trait, though, you know? Or people that surrender over being down by 1 point. It's like, it's really a personality trait that people carry on, you know what I mean? So they probably give up fast in life on anything they do, you know what I mean? They just give up, you feel me? Because if you gonna surrender in a game that's virtual reality and it's just like you just gotta be patient enough to wait it out, like you just need to surrender because like you can't take the loss, like that's crazy. Like I don't know, to me that's crazy. So that's actually a personality trait that carries on in their everyday life, you know what I mean? That's why they're so quick to do that, and it doesn't actually come to mind. Because, you know, I'm just not like that, you feel me? Like, I'm not the type motherfucker that wants to give up in anything I do, you know what I'm talking about? I'm going to thug out whatever I got to do, how I got to do it, you know what I'm talking about? Like, but these people on this game, you know, feel me? They just be like, man, fuck that. But yeah, man, this shit almost over right here. This is the last round right here for y'all, you know what I mean? Hey, man, we was getting shifty on these boys, you know what I'm talking about? Like, we was really working this shit, you know what I'm talking about? So it's like they had no no room to breathe in this mug, you know what I mean? And I mean, shit, if y'all ever want to get on the game too, go download it, man. It's free, you feel me? Free 99, man, the best kind. That's what people like, right? Go give it a try, man. You know, Road Company, it's cross-play, Xbox, PlayStation, and I think PC, I believe. Yeah, I believe this is cross-play with everything, you know what I mean? So, yeah, whatever you want, you could download that shit, get up on it, and, you know, if you ain't got a squad, you know what I mean, just invite KSHOTEM and all that. But it's like, this game, you kind of have to play with a team. Me, I play with randoms. It just, I be finding some people here or there, you know what I mean? Especially once you mic up, you gonna find some annoying people at first, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. That's why I stopped micing up, because I'm like, man, this shit whack as a mug. Like, these boys be on some other shit. So, yeah, man, like, I was just like, nah, I'm good on that. But, the past couple of days, you know, I mic'd up and shit, met some cool people and all that. So, shit, you probably gonna expect some more gameplay and all that. I got actually a couple more videos I saved on my P5 that I could whip up for y'all, you know what I mean? But sure gonna be playing this game. But right now I'm to a point where I really only want to play with a squad. I don't really want to play with random ass people, you know. So you ain't gonna just find me on this motherfucker just how I was before, you feel me? Like, I got other games I'm playing and all that, like Zombie Army, a trilogy. I've been passing missions on that. That motherfucker spooky Joe Frazier, you hear me? So that's just cool. I got a couple gameplays I want to make on that. You know, we got gameplays coming for the games that I'm on. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man, stop playing. You can catch more gameplays and all that, man. All you gotta do is check out the channel. You feel me? Go scroll the feed. Go get to know KSHOTEM through my content, my vlogs that I shot, and all that. You feel me? Yeah, man. Your boy KSHOTEM really out here. Look at this boy. Took a nappy. You feel me? Stop playing. Yeah, I give these boys the nappers. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I catch these boys slipping, boy. Slipping, boy. They can't even get to running either because I got the sniper, you know what I mean? So I'll be on that ass, boy. But yeah, like I said, most people, they're not going to be in it how I'm in it with the sniper, you know? They're going to be holding back a lot. But me, I'm in it playing around my team, with my team. So there's just an example of how you should play, you know, and how you should play with the sniper. But not only that, like, you should always be around your team, you know? Just a reminder for everybody out there that don't know how to freaking play squad games. A lot of people play squad games, team games, and don't know how to work with the team. It's crazy. If you a solo player, just play solo and like battle royale or something like that. But yeah, man, this your boy KSHOTEM, man. This is a little video for today. Make sure y'all stay tuned and tapped in for the next one. Hey, it's your boy KSHOTEM, man, and